सत्संग जी, प्रेम से कहना, सेंट से विद लव, सदगुरु द्वारा, मिशन द्वारा कि खुद की पहचान कर ली जाए, क्योंकि जब अपनी असली पहचान मिल जाती है तो जितने भरम भुलेखे जो मेरे जीवन की गाड़ी अभी तक चला रहे हैं, उन भरम भुलेखों से मैं निजात पा लेता हूँ. The moment my true identity is revealed to me, the moment I realize who really am I, the moment this enlightenment dawns upon me, is the moment when I begin to start living with the truth. I've said it in the past that people talk about selfishness as being something wrong. अक्सर हमने सुना है कि स्वार्थी होना गलत है. तो कुछ समय पहले दास ने भाव रखे आज, क्योंकि जिक्र स्वयं की पहचान के ऊपर चल रहा है, तो वही बात याद आ रही है कि स्वार्थ, सेल्फिशनेस, इसको क्योंकि समझा ही नहीं गया इसलिए गलत है. We haven't really understood what selfishness is, hence it is wrong. The one who has realized his or her own true self is selfish. And when I realize that I'm not this limited existence, I'm not this identity, I'm not this body, I'm not this who really I think I am, but I'm part of this limitless, this boundless, this whole. I'm a drop which is part of the entire ocean. When this realization dawns upon me, then my selfishness will also become boundless. My selfishness will no longer remain limited to my own individual gains, my own individual interests, because my own individuality would seem or would become a limited identity for myself. I would realize that my identity, myself, who I really am, is this boundless whole. So whenever I will be in a moment of selfishness, I will be seeking the interest of this entire whole and not just a part I used to believe I am. When I realize that I'm just not a limited existence, but a part of the entire whole, that you are me, I am you, then my selfishness will be a call for peace for everyone that is existing, because I cannot be at peace unless you are at peace. I cannot be in a state of bliss unless you are in a state of bliss. They've only prayed for peace for all, love for all, respect for all, a world which is a family, one family, where only love is the foundation. And that prayer, that call, that want, that desire for a world without walls, for a world, for a family to have its foundation rooted in love, this desire, this prayer comes from the realization that we all are one, the realization of oneness, that I am not separate. I am not an entity living in isolation. We are all part of this one. And once we realize this one, we see the oneness that connects each other. But humanity, as we see, is living far, far away from this simple truth. We no longer care for this truth. We no longer have the desire to know this truth. We are happy with the identity, with the self that we believe ourselves to be. I'm happy being a Hindu, I'm happy being a Muslim, I'm happy being a Christian, I'm happy being an Australian, I'm happy being an Indian. But nobody's going beyond those labels, those stamps, and trying to reach to the point where we all are one. God's own creation, humans. There was a group of people traveling together and they were introducing themselves. One said that I'm an Hindu, the other said I'm a Christian, and so on and so forth. And one of them said that I'm an atheist. And the question that he was asked was that are you a Hindu atheist or a Muslim atheist or a Sikh atheist or a Christian atheist? These conditionings have driven humanity to a point where a peaceful world seems like a distant dream. We see how the recent events affecting the entire global community, and despite that, there's no relief. This is where we are heading. And although a lot of us may say that we don't have any say in those geopolitical matters, but we have a say in the world that we create for ourselves. Whether the world that I create for myself will be a world full of peace and love, or war and hatred, and that war isn't happening on a battlefield far away. It is happening every moment, every day, in my own head, in my own heart. And it is up to me whether peace will prevail or whether this war is going to continue. Every moment, I'm fighting my own self over something. Every moment, I'm fighting my own failures, my own desires. I'm setting my own standards, trying to meet them. And if I do, I'm happy. And if I don't, then I've declared myself a failure. There's a quote which says that we are more afflicted in the mind. We are more afflicted in thought than in fact. I'm not this mind. My existence is not this body, this mind. I'm this limitless, I'm this boundless. The moment I realize who really am I, the way I live, the way I see this world changes entirely. And this is not a thing of scriptures, of the past, or of mythology. It can happen right here, right now, for anyone. Anyone who seeks this truth has the potential to realize this truth. How I often say that every seed has the potential to become a tree. Every seed comes into the world with the potential to become a tree. But it first needs to be ready to be buried in the ground, to accept the darkness in the ground before it becomes a tree. Surrender itself. And so does every being has the potential to be divine. Every human has the potential to be divine. I should have the utmost desire to realize this divinity, the utmost desire and humility to seek this truth. May we all realize this truth so that humanity becomes the one true religion that binds us all. Love becomes the language, love becomes the foundation of all our relationships. Our maybe rise above the labels of being whoever we are right now and rise above them to become humans. Saints say with love, Nirankar ji.